Hello out there.
Is there
Wait,
anybody out there?
Brandon's audio's not coming through. This is why we do this.
I think it is now.
Oh, now.
Whoa, what was that noise?
That was the dogs going.
See?
Oh, okay. Brandon, you hear us? We hear.
Hello.
Internet quality.
All right, can you hear us?
And Teams just said poor network quality.
Yeah, I saw that pop up too. So I guess we'll just see how it goes. You know what? It's this golf tournament happening across the street. They're hogging up all the bandwidth.
Right, but can he hear us? He never answered the question.
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right.
I hear you.
Okay. Hello out there.
It's the Oak Ridge Open.
The Oak Ridge Open happening here.
Yeah, some guy died 32 years ago and they have a
It's
tournament.
a nice memorial tournament.
Was his name John Oakridge?
That would be really funny. But no. I can't remember what it was. Anyway.
All right.
All right. Well, I don't know how well this is going to go because our internet apparently is being a poops, but, we'll just see what happens. So
Sweet.
here we go. It is Pride Month.
It is. So happy Pride.
It's officially June.
So
Happy
was that a
Pride
strong
Month.
drink? It sounded like you went, ooh.
It's got a kick, but we'll talk about that in a minute. Brandon, give me a count in.
And in 5, 4.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Cosmos with Cosmos High in the Sky edition for June 2025. I'm Liz.
I'm Mike.
I'm Brandon.
With a cameo of Mr. Frodo, if you're watching the video.
He'll be back.
There's going to be a lot of those.
Yes.
He went that way.
Yes.
He's got to go back that way.
This way.
So we're here. We got a High in the Sky.
There he goes.
And
He'll also be back again because he went into a
we're gonna be
He's
monitoring.
He's going to go lay on my clean clothes.
We're gonna be monitoring the whereabouts of Mr. Frodo throughout this episode, and we'll also be talking about what's gonna be up in the night sky for June, as well as some recent astronomy news items. And I got some fun stuff for us.
They always got
But
good stuff.
first, it's Cosmos with Cosmos, and you can't have the Cosmos without some Cosmos. So, no, wait, reverse that, flip of that. Brandon, what are you drinking?
I am drinking the Golden Berry,
Hey!
which is just blueberries, orange juice, and tequila.
Oh, that sounds
I
nice.
forgot to think of a name, so I fumbled for one.
It's fine. It's fine. There's golden berries in the universe.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What do you got?
In my belly.
I'm calling it a dead star.
Do we have the same thing?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. This is a dead star. Like all punks, like me, dead on the inside. So,
Dead star. Okay.
Dead star. No.
Oh.
Well, haven't started yet. All right. So anyway, it has rum. I'm sorry, I'm laughing at Jack. Rum, coconut rum, pineapple juice, and banana. It's supposed to have banana rum. We don't have that, so it's got banana syrup.
Ooh, it's very tropical.
Ooh.
Is it very tropical?
Mm-hmm.
I want to taste it.
You
Me
ever
too.
had that?
Wait, is this the one This is the one you made for Katie's birthday, is it?
Yeah, I did make it there.
Oh, this is the dangerous one.
Yeah, it's a very dangerous
Oh,
brand.
yeah. It just tastes like
So I might be dead,
the tropics.
but I can't make another one because I'm out of rum.
Okay. I'm drinking Coronal Rain.
That was gonna be my name.
Oh,
That was good.
That's
I took
a
it.
good one. Dang it.
Yep, that was gonna be my name.
And this is really a spicy mule.
Yeah.
You want to talk about what's in it, please?
It has, all mules have vodka, lime juice, and ginger beer as its base, stuff, but you can add stuff to it.
Mm-hmm.
And this has the addition of pineapple juice and a pineapple habanero balsamic oil.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fancy.
Which
It's
gives
good.
it a kick.
It has a nice kick.
And
It's like a professional drink.
It's a vinegar. Balsamic
yeah,
vinegar.
balsamic vinegar. We got it. We got the balsamic vinegar in Bend last weekend. I almost made it out of a store.
without
But
buying
then I
anything.
saw a drink recipe.
I
I was like,
I got 2 tiny whisks, and he got some pineapple habanero.
yeah. So I spent more
Nice.
money.
All right. So we got some good drinks. I'm excited for it. Follow us, of course. Rate us on all the things at Cosmos with Cosmos
All of
on
them.
your socials and your YouTubes and your Spotifys and just everywhere else. And of course, follow some of our friends of the pod. Katie on Etsy, Wildixia, Wildixia, and our good buddy Ron Proctor, the MrProctorShow.com. He's got stuff on YouTube. Recently, some Blender tutorials, or Easter egg one that is up there.
neat.
So check that out. And of course, our buddy in Council Bluffs, Iowa, Jack. Go to his planetarium, the Rolling Bluffs Planetarium, and see one of his shows and support him. And support all of your local planetariums and science centers. They definitely need it now more than ever, I would say.
Yeah.
So support all the museums, all of them.
Yeah.
Science,
even
art,
ones you might
history,
not like, you should support them.
You know, if there's a math museum, fuck it, go for it. Check it out.
What's wrong
The
with math?
Matheseum.
The math museum.
What's wrong with that?
No, it's fine. You know, for people who like math. Also, check out every other Wednesdays. We have just shots of astronomy for you called The Shot. Just short topics for, you know.
It sounds like that we didn't have any other creative name for it. It's just like little shots.
It's
of
all
astronomy.
puns.
Solid shot.
Yeah.
So we don't know anything else to call it.
And
it's,
Liz,
it's on brand.
what's your next topic on the shot about?
Well, good thing I don't even know. And of course, while you're listening or watching, we do have some rules, a little drinking game, if you will. If you hear any puppy barks, which you may not, because apparently noise suppression that we got on this stuff works real well.
Or if you see Mr. Frodo walk by.
Yeah, if you see Mr. Frodo take a drink.
He just ran that way.
Oh,
So
man.
let's finish some drinks in a sec.
So he's got to run back that way now.
And of course, if we make any Star Wars or Lord of the Rings references, take a drink. And there it is, right there.
Oh, we're doing it? Okay.
Yeah, he's just walked by. We just announced.
Oh, are you
the rules.
sure? Because he's active at the moment.
All right, take a
So
drink at
these
will.
drinks-
Take a drink at will.
Okay.
When you see Mr. Frodo, if you feel like it, you know, take a little shot of that iced coffee, Katie. You know.
Well, Brandon can blur his background, and we won't see Mr. Frodo.
Oh,
much.
it's like work stuff. Ew.
Yeah, no, we don't want him to
Anyway,
blur his black. No.
Yes. Now we don't see.
No,
now
we don't like
see
it. We
Mr.
like to see
Frodo.
what's behind Brandon. I like to see when he's like got his chapstick on his countertop. It's fun.
Because I haven't cleaned it recently.
You had a
I
bunch of
cleaned it
shit
last
on
night.
it.
Oh, I don't want that background.
No.
No.
Thank you, Katie. Thank you for participating.
Fucking amateur hour.
All right. Are we ready? I think we're about ready to get through this shit and
Yep,
get
let's
high in the sky. That's right.
Cool
For
intro
June.
music.
No, we don't have any.
Oh, I can't believe it's June.
June 2025. That is it. That is if you're watching this 500 years from now. Here's
Is this
what we
the
were
year
like in
Skynet
June
takes
20
over?
Yeah.
Please?
Skynet, I
I'm
think,
ready
is
for it
already
at this
taking
point.
over, right?
Please?
That was like a decade ago, right?
Yeah, it was like, oh no, it's supposed to be in 1997 or some shit.
Oh no, I thought it. Oh, was it?
Quarter of a century ago.
Yeah, it was supposed to be in 1997.
All right.
Great year. All right. No one got it. No one got it. Okay.
No, it was.
We like to highlight a constellation for our high in the sky, and so this episode's constellation highlight is, and I don't know if I didn't look up to see if we've done this one already, but fuck it, Lyra the Harp. Lyra the Harp.
Ooh.
Summertime constellation. It is known to be a part of a very common asterism known as the Summer Triangle, which contains, guess what, 3 constellations in this triangle. Both are by
I thought
their...
you were going to say 3 stars.
Oh, no. 3 constellations that are part of the Summer Triangle because of the 3 brightest stars in them. You have Cygnus the Swan, the star Deneb, Aquila the Eagle, the star Altair.
Right?
Gosh, it's one of those things, yeah. And then...
Altair Deneb, baby. Yeah.
And then you have Vega, the brightest star in Lyra the Harp. Now, Lyra in the summer, it basically will be overhead at midnight. So it's up all night long throughout the summer months, and you'll be able to spot it rising now. And
Mr. Frodo.
speaking of Vega, this star is 25 light years away, which is actually pretty close.
Oh, that's real
Super close.
It's not bad. And this is my favorite fact about Vega, is that it will be the future North Star.
Ooh,
And it was
I hope it's
also
training.
the North Star in the past as well.
Yeah.
And that's because there
Wild.
are wobbles on its axis called precession, which we've talked about a bunch in this show. And so 12,000 BCE was the last time it was the North Star, and it will be the North Star again around the year 13,727.
So don't wait up.
So
It's like next week.
Yeah. So, some people maybe, hopefully, might see it as the North Star. And something I didn't know, I found out, thanks to the wonderful source of Wikipedia, that in 210,000 years, Vega will become the brightest star in the night sky, and it will peak in brightness in 290,000 years. So I was like, oh, interesting.
Just stick that on my calendar.
That's cool. Yeah, I know. And it's actually the first star other than the sun to have its image and spectrum photographed.
Oh, really?
So it was an early, subject of astronomy, especially once telescopes became like a thing, were invented and became a thing. Very important thing in order to study the universe with, because without them, we just see the stars and the planets, and we don't learn anything about the universe. And it was the first to have its distance measured using parallax.
Wow, that's interesting. I'm surprised it wasn't something like Sirius.
Are you serious?
Which is closer. No.
Yeah. Maybe because it's really bright. Although Sirius is the brightest star in the night sky currently. So maybe it had to do with the time of year. Because Sirius is in a wintertime constellation, and so maybe the weather.
You okay?
Yeah, it wasn't the best. That's my hypothesis, because it's a summertime star, and I want to study. Yes, thank you, Ron. See, I already made that Sirius joke, kind of. Okay, now Vega, it is younger than the sun. It's only about the 10th of the age of the sun, but because it's 2.1 times as massive, it'll have a lifetime that's a 10th of the sun's life. There's a lot of tenths happening here. So it's going to burn brighter and faster, basically. But it's not massive enough to go boom at the end of its life. It will have the same fate as our sun. Its outer layers will expand off it, and it will turn into a white dwarf.
Okay. All right. Vega is only about 1/10 the age of the sun.
Okay.
Hold on.
All right.
But
what did I say?
But since it's 2.1 times as massive, its expected lifetime is also 1/10. So it's at the end of its life? Or does this mean it's got another 10th of the sun's life to go?
It's got another 1/10 to go. Because it's still like mid-main sequence with the sun. It's so basically it's in the same.
It's midlife.
It's midlife. It's like me.
I mean, it could die soon, but it's like me.
So say we all.
All right, but I noticed that you left out one of the most famous documentaries about Vega.
I was waiting for this.
Contact, and the famous radio astronomer Ellie, and how she would listen to.
Oh, was that Vega?
Yeah.
Yeah, Vega.
You can't get 3 space people in the room, talk about Vega, and not mention Contact. It's just a rule somewhere.
Yeah.
I think it's one of Newton's rules. It just doesn't happen.
Newton came up with it.
I think I've seen the movie once or parts of it twice, and I've never read the book. So the
interesting
individual details.
Just the way Mike said, interesting.
I might have to rethink some things.
Look, all I know is you don't listen to the fucking radio waves.
No, you don't. You don't sit on a car and go like this.
But it's iconic.
It is.
It is iconic.
It is, and it would be cool if you could, but you can't.
It's a cool scene where her
but you tell me you want to try to recreate the picture if you were there.
Yeah. But it also makes it more relatable for people that don't know the science.
That like move, and then she's there and listening. I think she even does this.
She does.
Mm-hmm.
She does.
So-
You know, because when you're trying to hear, you want to press it. It's good acting. It's very authentic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Not
right.
scientifically correct, but it's fun if movies are
I'm
scientific.
just surprised you left out that very true
I didn't know it was
documentary.
Vega. I didn't even think about it. That's what doesn't ping contact in my head.
But generally, the science in it is definitely correct. It was written by Carl Sagan.
And he's the master. All hail Sagan.
All hail Sagan.
Hail Sagan. Another star in Lyra the Harp, because we can't give Vega all the fame and luminosity.
Why not?
But it's Beta Lyre. Beta
What did
Lyrae.
you call it?
Beta Lyre. Beta Lyrae. So the second brightest star, and it's a binary star that's known as a Beta Lyre variable. And so it's basically that the stars are so close together that their gravity distorts them, making them egg-shaped.
Oh.
So they're like two eggs that are and you could model this in Blender with a tutorial from Ron on his show making Easter eggs.
Mr.
And you
Frodo.
can turn those eggs into Beta Lyrae binary stars. Gravity be wow. Gravity be wild. All right. Well,
Mr.
since he's
Frodo.
in camera, take a drink to Mr. Frodo. God, let me get heartburn. It's gonna be so worth it.
I think. Wait, what did you say?
Nothing. What? I said I'm gonna get heartburn.
Oh. Well, you requested
It is
a
my
drink.
choice. It's of my choosing. What were you gonna say?
I don't remember. I don't know.
This is why I told you to continue. So the next star in Lyra is Epsilon Lyrae. It is 162 light years away, and
Okay.
it's informally known as Double Double.
So is it a quadruple
Double
system?
And I was like, ooh, don't tell
Yeah, it
In
would
and
be. Yeah, a double-double.
Out. Double.
And
It is.
then that's going to sue Epsilon Lyrae.
It is basically it's just a multi-star system. Just happens to be called a double. Yeah, it's
So
a
it's four
complete.
stars.
It's a complete
Two doubles.
multi-star system. Yeah.
Can you,
So it's like
can you split all 4 stars?
I don't know. I didn't get that much information about it.
What is it? It's like Regulus is a double-double.
Really?
Yeah. But I think Regulus has, but you can't split. You can't split the double. I mean, you can kind of split it.
Oh, with your eyes or with a telescope? You mean?
Yeah, I think with a telescope, and so you can see. Well, regular telescope. So you can split it so that you see 2 points of light, but those 2 points
Are two
are
stars.
also 2 stars, and that you can't split. I think for regular.
Okay.
I
don't know
about-
for this one. I don't know for
about
this one.
Epsilon.
I've never heard of a double before.
Oh.
And then it made me hungry.
And we don't have an In and Out here.
No.
Oh, no.
Not nearby.
I think in the future though, we do need to have Ron's Coop Cast. We can just put him in one of a corner.
Oh, a coop cat. Yeah, we just have like wandering chickens throughout the show. I like that. Chicken on chickens. Chicken.
Yeah.
Chicken check-in time on CwC. Okay, so Lyra, the constellation, doesn't only have stars in it, folks. The universe has a lot of shit in it, and some of that shit is in the direction of the constellation that you're looking at. And so in the direction of Lyra the Harp, out in space, is a very famous planetary nebula, one of my favorite planetary nebulas, and that is called the Ring Nebula.
Yay.
It is 2,550 light years away.
A little further out.
Little far, and it's a planetary nebula, so it's what our sun will most likely end up looking like in the future, where it's shed off its outer layers of gas and dust as it's gone through the processes of nuclear fusion. And what remains is sort of the gravity compressed core, now known as a white dwarf, no longer making energy, but now just radiating away its leftover energy for trillions of years before eventually going out in the darkness of a dead universe.
Reaching the ambient temperature of the universe.
Yeah.
There's thermodynamics at that
All
point.
right. Well, I like mine better. So.
Yeah.
But anyway.
I like the physics. Physics is more poetic.
It is a planetary nebula that's between 6,000 and 8,000 years old. So that's cool. It is 1 light year wide, which I didn't know before. And so that's like, and then correct me if I did this wrong, but the nearest star to the sun is 4 light years away. So I was like, hey, that's 1/4 of the way between us and the nearest star. I did a fraction correctly. I did a fraction correctly. Yes.
This moment belongs in the Matheseum.
Yes.
Yeah. Liz going like this, picture her like this.
I did a fraction correctly.
And it'll just say 1/4.
1/4.
On a little plaque.
Just 1/4 of a plaque.
Underneath her. 1/4.
Another interesting object in Lyra, thank you, Katie, thank you, is Able 46. It is another planetary nebula. Its central star, or it's not quite planetary nebula. Its central star is V477 Lyrae, which is actually, it is kind of a planetary nebula because it's a white dwarf that is accreting matter from a second star, and that is oversized because of the accretion.
I just love how Brandon corrected a spelling error in real time.
Thank you. I was wondering what was going on. I was like, okay. And actually, what's interesting about this planetary nebula is it's actually smaller than what astronomers thought due to that primary white dwarf's mass.
Can we do a fraction?
Nope. Fractions are done. I'm ending those on a high note.
Okay, wait a minute. All right, so smaller has something. The
based
white dwarf.
Based on its mass of the white dwarf, they expected that this nebula, Able 46, this should be bigger, but it's actually smaller than they thought it was going to be. That they realized. So it's a little perplexing. It still is a little perplexing. They don't know why. It's not.
It's a mystery.
It's undersized. It's an undersized planetary nebula.
But it's got a Napoleon complex.
It's got yeah. That's why it's tugging on that other star. It's like, give me more of your mass.
They should rename it Napoleon 46.
Napoleon 46. Also, not are there just dead stars, but there's also a lot of exoplanets. In fact,
there's a shit ton of exoplanets.
Lyra was part of the view of the Kepler mission. Kepler was looking for exoplanets, and so Lyra has more exoplanets discovered in it than most of the other constellations, because we were looking in that area. Mm-hmm. You got to look for it to see it, folks.
Which you can then extrapolate to the rest of the sky.
Yeah, there's fucking exoplanets all over the fucking place.
Shit ton of exoplanets.
There's a lot.
Yeah,
they're everywhere. Planets are common. And so one of the first of those to be discovered, though, is Kepler 7b. It has very low density, and it is less than half the mass of Jupiter, but 1.5 times the radius.
It's like Jupiter's. A big balloon.
Do you want to make that a fraction? 3/2.
I end on 1/4. All right. Of course, it's fun looking at the science and what the reality is of the sky. But, it's also fun to talk about little stories.
Yeah,
make up little stories about the things we see in the sky. And most of the constellations in the northern hemisphere have fun or interesting or weird or fucked up stories about them from various cultures around the world, because it's not just like one set of people had eyes and were looking at the sky. People throughout all of the time and space and around the world were looking at the same sky, basically. Only difference between northern and southern hemisphere, just slightly. So the Greeks, of course, are the most popular that we know of with the constellation names and the stories behind them. So for Greeks, Lyra was the lyre, which is a Greek harp, basically, is what it is, of Orpheus. And Orpheus, apparently really good musician, played so well that he could even charm inanimate objects like rocks would swoon.
Oh,
okay,
that's weird.
I mean, maybe he's like, that's a real good looking rock. Let me Maybe
Well, he
sing
played
something
this rock, and the
sweet.
rock apparently was able to smile back. I don't know,
Yeah,
but
but you use the word swoon.
yeah, it was,
Yeah.
because, you're charmed, you swoon over the music. I don't know. So he's real good at playing the harp, so he can basically, like, I guess, get people to kind of do what he wants. Jason and the Argonauts actually used it. I guess they borrowed it. I don't know. To help chill out the sirens when they were coming past, because the sirens, would seduce them to death, literally.
Yeah, but they made them swoon.
But they made, they chilled them out. They made them swoon. Yeah, they just got them distracted with
That's
the
why
harp
they call it
music.
the swoon song. Just kidding.
Oh, the specific story, or one of the main stories about Orpheus, is that his wife, Eurydice, was killed by a snake bite. She got bit by a snake. You gotta watch where you're walking when you're walking in, like, grasses and shit. So she died, and he's upset. So he actually goes to the underworld, and he's like, "Hey, Hades, I would like my wife back. I'm gonna," he played his harp for Hades. He was like, "Hades,"
And he swooned.
and he swooned. And he was like, "All right." He was like, "You know what? That was amazing, man. So take your wife. But if you look back before you get out of the underworld, then she has to stay." And he was almost out, and he couldn't fucking help himself, and he looked back, and Eurydice stuck in the underworld dead, and then he spends the rest of his life basically all wandering around all sad.
What the fuck?
So basically, Eurydice, whatever, gets snake bit, like Cleopatra. She pops off, and then he goes down there, and he looks back like whoever it is from Sodom and Gomorrah in the Bible. We got a lot of cross-pollination.
This happened before the Bible, so take that, Bible. There's a lot of cross-pollination. Yes.
A lot of cross-pollination going on.
But, he doesn't really have a happy ending.
Well, no.
I'm also not sure how the lyre got into the sky. From that version of it, he threw it up. He was like, "I'm done with this." Now there's a Roman book, and there wasn't more to the story. It just tells about, like, I guess. Well, it just says it tells the story of hygienist, so the cleanest dude ever in history.
Okay, Mr. Clean, got it.
And that the lyre belonged to Theseus. And I was like, where are we going with this? There's no more to this.
So there's no build-up?
There's no build-up.
There's no
no
first or second act to this story?
Yes.
Theseus was the architect, the builder? Do you remember that?
No plot points.
I don't remember what Theseus... he was like a king, wasn't he, or something? I don't know. Anyway.
Well, maybe he became that guy that's on that cleaning...
Mr. Clean.
Mr. Clean?
Mr. Clean.
Is that what hygienist looks like?
Yes.
That's
exactly.
He's
got the
hygienist Clean.
The earring.
He's actually immortal for the last 6,000 years, and he is Mr. Clean.
Yes. So yeah, doesn't Mr. Clean kind of come out like a genie sometimes? I don't know.
I don't know the lore of Mr. Clean like I should, but you might be right.
I think so. Anyway, all right. Now, again, we reference our Vega in Lyra. Vega is actually an Arabic name. The loose translation, and I'm going to just go with it very loose, is a word for falling. And it was part of a larger phrase that translated to the falling eagle.
Wait a minute. What Lyra is?
Vega.
Oh, Vega. Oh, we got a lot of Vegas here. Flying around.
Vulture. Vultures. Yes, I haven't gone there yet.
Oh. Well, you said Arabic.
Yeah, I went. I'm. So in Arabic culture, Lyra is often seen as an eagle or a vulture.
We have a lot of. I don't know if I've said this. We have a lot of Vegas.
We do. We do have a lot of vultures flying around looking for a play.
No, Vegas.
Now in Australia.
Were Vegas those cars that blew up?
What?
There was what? Oh, wait a minute. It's Gremlins. Was it Gremlins?
Did Gremlins blow up? I mean, I know they exploded if they got water on them, but those are real Gremlins.
No, these are real cars. But I think a Vega is a car. And it's either Vegas or Gremlins, but I don't know. You hit them.
All right, somebody to the Google.
You hit them on the back end, they blow up.
That seems.
No, it's like they would explode. But somebody put it in chat.
I don't know. I mean, if they're cool enough, it could be worth it. I mean, if you like danger. Now in Australia, it was known as the Malleefowl. Oh no, it autocorrected.
Oh no.
Maybe it didn't autocorrect.
That's not what you want.
Oh,
Okay, the Malleefowl by people in Victoria, which my notes say boring people, and I'm not sure if it autocorrected or if it was just like not in the terms of boring as in they're boring, like they're no fun to be around, but just the name
That's
of
how
their
I read
peoples.
it. The boring
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
And so a Malleefowl, I was like, what is this? It is a bird the size of a domestic chicken.
Why don't we just call it chicken?
Ooh.
Chicken's all the way down.
Malleefowl.
Because it's not a chicken.
Malleefowl's all the way down.
It's just this. It's just Malleefowl sounds like it's like a mean fowl, like a mad fowl.
Wait, it might be. It might be a
They're angry
mean
chickens.
Chicken.
They're angry
chickens.
chickens.
I think Ron needs to let us know about this. Ron says it's Ford Pinto. Your mom says it's Volkswagen.
It's not a
Bug. I don't think the bugs don't explode.
I don't think the bugs are known to explode. For the Incas in South America, an animal deity.
That's
it? Was
it?
an animal
It's
deity.
just
Cool.
Animal deity. Yeah. Anyway, we got a whole rest of the sky out there. We don't just have one constellation up there. In fact, there's a lot of constellations up there.
How many constellations are there, Liz?
88 constellations total.
88.
Yay! But some of them are in the southern hemisphere, and you can't really see them.
How soon until they
If
get
you're-
renamed Americans things?
Oh God, no, it's not even. Let's
No.
not even. Save for the hangover. All right, now, in addition to stars and deep space objects, we have planets. We like looking at planets. The Greeks liked looking at planets. People all around the world have noticed the planets moving throughout the sky when they had dark skies and could see a lot of stuff, and they paid attention to the world around them. And one of those planets is pretty hard to spot generally. It sticks pretty close to the sun because it's the closest planet in orbit around the sun, and that planet is Mercury.
Oh,
Yeah, I was giving people time at
Oh.
home to be like,
Oh, okay. I was like, maybe
Mercury.
it's Jupiter, and I was mistaken this whole time.
Yeah, no, it's Mercury. So from June 12th to June 30th, look low in the western northwest from like 9 to 9:15 p.m.
wow.
This is the sweet
Right there.
spot. This is the sweet
we
spot.
might have a shot.
We might have a shot, yeah. This is the sweet spot. So right near about 9 o'clock, and I don't know what time zone this was put in because it doesn't say,
Yes.
but I'm going to assume Pacific. I don't know. Right near 9.
It would be the time zone you're in.
Oh, okay. Okay. It will be at its brightest magnitude. So it's going to be, that's going to be the sweet spot to see Mercury, the time to see it, because often it's lost in the sun's glare. Because the sun's just so bright. On June 26th, it'll be to the left of a crescent moon. So that'll be a really pretty sight, worthy of some pictures. And at the end of June, it'll have an 8-degree elevation off the horizon. So your fist is about 10 degrees, right? Yes. We do this every single time.
Is it,
10.
Oh, is it 5?
Oh, it's that?
Ah, shit. Every time.
Every time I learn it and then I forget it. Anyway, so it'll be 8 degrees above the horizon, which is going to be like, which is going to be its highest.
So not very high.
So not very high, but still high for Mercury.
Yeah, no, it's rare to see it.
And we're all about getting
Almost
high in the
ran
sky.
off the mountain one time.
There it is.
So,
We
next,
call that product placement.
Hey, and next we have Venus. It'll be all visible all month long in the pre-dawn eastern sky. So rising early morning hours for Venus. Although June 1st, which is today,
Hey.
when we're recording this, it'll be the highest above the horizon all month. So,
Good luck, guys.
It'll be above the horizon, but depending, we're not going to see it. We have too much shit on the horizon.
No, I see it every morning when I let
Oh, you
dogs
do?
out.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Just kidding. We can see it from here.
Yep.
So, check out Venus. Next we have Mars. It's up all night long. It'll be chilling above Jupes. So if you find Mars, you'll find Jupiter. Or most likely you're going to find Jupiter first. And then above it, you can find the red disk of Mars. Jupes will be low in the western horizon. And halfway through the month, though, it will disappear below the horizon.
Oh,
Never to be seen again.
Never,
Yeah.
ever. Never ever.
It
It
blows
just
up.
left. It
It's
left.
gone.
It was
Blows
like, you
up.
know what? I can't say it blows up. Yeah, so Saturn hit it on the back and it just
Boom. Like
blew up.
apparently the Pinto.
There's the Pinto,
Or
yeah.
Vega, or whatever the other car was, the Gremlin.
All right. Now, we do have a few celestial events in June.
Okay.
Nothing too major, really. On June 11th is the full moon, which this month is known as the full strawberry moon.
Aw, yay!
I don't remember the taste of strawberry.
Oh my god, wow. Well, you can taste some with our forest strawberries that we see on our walk, because we know that when we have the strawberry moon, that the strawberries are ripe for picking, and that's why it's called the strawberry moon.
We legit found some.
We legit have forest strawberries.
Did you eat this forest strawberries?
No, not yet. But I've used my
But this is high in the sky. This is the time to eat the forest strawberries.
Oh, that's mushrooms. We got a lot of mushrooms.
It's also called 911 Sunday night. So it's safe situation.
Yeah. I have like an app where I can it's called Seek, and I can identify stuff, and it's identified as strawberries. So yeah, we have strawberries and blackberries bushes that are growing.
And Leia is really fascinated by it, but not in a good way.
Because birds hide in the blackberry bushes.
Oh, Mr. Frodo.
Yeah, it's 2 for 1. Birds hide in blackberry bushes, and so she can hear the birds, I think, like fluttering in there. And she's a bird dog. She's a bird murderer, is what she is, because she's a bird dog, or has bird dog in her. Anyway, continuing right along. By the way, the strawberry moon name comes from North American tribes. The Algonquin tribe that lives in the northeastern U.S., as well as the Ojibwe, Dakota, and Lakota peoples.
You pronounce those very well. I would just be like, other tribe. I can pronounce the Dakota and Lakota.
I was like, I'm going to pronounce these correctly.
I feel like we've talked about Lakota peoples recently.
Maybe.
I don't know about recently. But anyway, June 16th to 18th, we got a show happening in Leo the Lion.
It's a show?
It's a show. Mars is going to be hanging out with the brightest star in Leo, Regulus.
Can we sell tickets?
Yeah, and check it out. Mars and Regulus. They're
for 1 week only.
1 week only. Mars and Regulus next to each other. A rare
the epic team up.
Yes. They will be 20 degrees above the horizon.
Oh, it'd be fun if I had Photoshop and I wanted to train myself on how to use Photoshop. Each one of these, once every high in the sky, pick an event and make like a concert poster out of it.
Oh, that would be fun.
And Mars and Regulus would make for sure.
Well, you can still do it.
I could probably do that.
I just need Photoshop now.
I have time.
Oh.
Ron says your ticket buys the whole seat, but you only need the edge.
Nice.
There's another big event coming up. I mean, it's not like a big event, but it's a big thing that happens every year. June 20th, summer begins.
Hey.
It is the summer solstice. We get an equal day. And no, it's not an equinox. We don't get that. Was in spring. We get the longest day of the year is what we get.
No, this is for us.
In the northern hemisphere.
Yeah. Did you say that?
No, but we're in the northern hemisphere, so I feel like people need to assume
we have a global audience.
We have a gullible audience. Don't insult
global.
Me. Oh, I was like, don't insult the audience.
I mean, they might be gullible, but no, we're huge in New Zealand.
Yeah.
We would.
Yeah. Mr. Frodo.
We would.
He's having a moment.
Oh, he needs a little love.
We'd probably get a hero's
welcome.
Well,
then, in the northern hemisphere, summer begins. Summer solstice. So that's why we know that it's summertime.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know.
Or wintertime.
Or that it's like, oh, finally, the days are gonna fucking shorten up.
I think we should call it midsummer now.
Midsummer.
Yeah.
Midsommar.
Yeah.
No, not that one.
Very good.
I could do like some Midsummer Night's Eve, but not a Midsummer. Not.
But check out the movie Midsommar. And ending the month of June 29th, Mars will be very, very close to the moon. Ooh. Apparently, it will be hovering so close above it, it'll look like they are touching.
And that's when you play Sting. Don't stand so close to me. That was bad. I apologize for that.
I don't know. That could actually be fun. Katie says Frodo's such a cutie pie.
Especially when you just see his butt.
And it's true. It is. Now we have, of course, Meteor Shower Watch 2025. Folks, there are no meteor showers in June 2025.
No meteor showers?
No, I didn't find anything called meteor showers. There wasn't going to be any meteor showers, so we got no meteor showers.
Typically, they're like once a month.
Well, there's no meteor shower watch. Nothing that was apparently.
I mean, I believe you.
Worthy to put up online.
I believe you.
Yeah. I found nothing on meteor shower. All right, so we have some astronomy news now. That's the night sky. It's neat. You should look at it as often as you can.
God, I have to change last time's show now. I have to go back and edit top 10 discoveries.
Oh no. Yeah, because James Webb at it again. You can't really keep up with James Webb. So it keeps having a habit of finding the most distant galaxy ever seen in the universe. Keeps doing it. It keeps breaking its own records. So it has once again discovered the farthest known galaxy in the universe. This galaxy known as MOM Z14. And it is a galaxy that is visible just 280 million years after the Big Bang.
Your mom is so old. She's the oldest known galaxy.
Oh no! That's a good your mom joke. This is a picture of the most recent distant galaxies that James Webb has discovered. MOM being on the edge there. And yeah, they're basically just like, oh, look at this cluster of red shifted pixels. Here we go. And that's what it is.
Yeah,
that's
pretty
what
much.
It is.
That redshift is 14. That's what that 14 means.
That's what that 14 means. Okay, I was hoping
The Z
you would knew what the key was, because I was like, I don't know.
So the Z represents the redshift, and so so it's a measure of how much of a redshift it is, which is a measure of how far away it is. The bigger the number, the further away it is, and all that kind of thing. Or the faster, I should say, it's moving away from us.
I did the wrong. Brandon doesn't exist anymore.
Brandon's gone.
I put up the wrong screen. I pressed the wrong button. Crisis. God, I'm so bad with the buttons. Anyway, so I thought that was neat, just to highlight. No, I didn't think there was a lot of information we needed to put about it.
Make the last episode dated now.
Well, that's going to happen whenever you do the top 10 discoveries in astronomy. It's going to be outdated almost immediately.
There really should be I should have said as of the recording of
this. Yeah. Here's one to make Brandon mad. Satellite mega swarms are blinding us to the cosmos. This comes from Live Science, where I pulled this article. But the first article was from many different sources. There's a bunch of different media about the galaxy. But so there's a phenomenon known as a Starling train. Insert whatever plethora of jokes that you want into that. And that occurs when light reflects off of the newly deployed batch of SpaceX satellites before they eventually fan out and then become the Constellation Network, also ruining ground-based astronomy. But apparently these satellites and ones from other constellations can form these giant groups that are known as mega constellations. But these satellites are apparently leaking radiation,
Great.
aka awesome. Radio waves, which is making it difficult for ground-based radio telescopes to do their jobs, to observe the universe. According to Benjamin Winkel, a radio astronomer at the Max Planck Institute of Radio Astronomy in Germany, he said it would basically mean that no radio astronomy from the ground would be possible anymore. It will eventually reach a point where it's not worthwhile to operate a radio telescope anymore. And at the rate that these mega constellations are growing, that could happen within the next 30 years.
I think with the incredible defunding of NASA that's going on, that America's like, you know what? If we're not going to do space science, no one's going to do space science.
No one.
We're gonna ruin it for everyone.
I feel like that's probably just our MO now. Yeah.
It's not even a U.S. thing. It's a fucking Elon Musk thing. It's not even. NASA's not doing this.
Well, yeah.
NASA's not trying to ruin this for everybody. It's a fucking capitalist, an entrepreneur. Fuck it.
Or the federal governments could, just fund infrastructure and have internet available to people because it's a basic need at this point. Anyway.
Well, governments don't care about regular people. Anyway, so that's fun. So hopefully.
All right, let's get on to another discovery.
All right. We'll go into some fun stuff. So, according to the Australian Public Broadcasting Company, strange flashing object discovered in deep space that puzzles astronomers. I saw this headline on various news outlets about this mysterious signal that has been discovered, and I was like, ooh, it's aliens. Let's put it in the show. It's not aliens. Basically, it is a mystery stellar object. It's emitting pulses of lights for 2 minutes every 44 minutes. Now, what is interesting and unusual and mysterious about this source is that it's emitting it in not just radio waves, but also X-rays. Mm-hmm. And Chandra observed this object, and it happened to be looking at it at just the right time to see these X-rays. Otherwise, we would have never known about the X-rays coming from this object. We would have just observed the radio waves.
But the thing is, though, if it's pretty consistent with this, you would think that the other wavelengths, we would look at it in the other wavelengths at some point. Just to see if we can see it.
I mean, it's common to see one or the other, so there's nothing indicating if you find it in one that you would be like, oh, let's check for other wavelengths. But yes, it would make obvious sense to try that. Now, these objects have been called long period radio transients, or LPTs.
Oh.
Creative. And so they were thought to be caused by dead stars. And so neutron stars basically, but a neutron star would be rotating. I have the note in here. I'll get to it. Let me I'll get to it.
Just continue.
Okay. This star is called ASCAP with a K, J1832-0911. And an international.
ASCAP is going to sue them.
It's with a K. It's with a K. They have the rights. They bought rights. An international team that was led by Curtin University astronomer Zitang Andy Wang. He first detected a radio signal that was captured by CSIRO's ASCAP radio telescope in Western Australia. When it was spotted by Chandra, it was on Valentine's Day.
Aww.
And it was last year. That's sweet.
2024?
Yeah.
Oh, it was embargoed. They embargoed.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Okay, so the X-rays are usually associated with rotating neutron stars, but these stars were thought to be only detectable when they were spinning very quickly, becoming too faint to see as they slowed down to the standard LPT levels.
Oh, okay.
So they were like, wait a minute, this is going too fast to then also have to have the length of the pulse that it has, basically. That, 2 minutes every 44 minutes.
Yeah. Well, but also...
Because neutron stars are usually like...
Yeah. Yeah. Pulsars are very quick. I think that's too slow. Can you speed it up?
Yeah.
I want my 60 rotations per second.
Yeah, I didn't say make it lower. Oh, there you go. There were so many peaks that just came out as just a pulse.
Yeah. Okay.
No, but hold on.
Okay.
No, X-rays are usually associated with violent events in the universe.
Yeah, or really rapid neutron stars.
Rapid.
New word. Run with it.
Raptating is rapidly rotating.
Ooh.
Right,
Raptating.
right. But also other violent events that aren't necessarily a neutron star.
Yeah, but the neutron has the period. It's just this is a really long period for a neutron star that it should be, because they're usually going faster.
Okay. What was the carnival ride that you stand by the wall and it spins you and you get pinned to the wall?
Oh,
Graviton.
What was that called?
Gravitron.
Gravitron. Okay, so the Raptator is like we put Eminem in a Gravitron.
I like that you chose Eminem as your rapper for this joke.
Pity? I don't know who you want.
No, I like it. I like it.
A whole universe of rappers. You go with Eminem.
I like
go with the rap god, right? I don't know.
Is he really?
Isn't that the name of one of his things?
Is it?
I don't follow Eminem.
No,
I think that's someone else.
I
don't know.
Okay, so anyway, the takeaway of the science here is that more study is needed. But these LPTs, these long transient, whatever it stands for again, that it's not a single phenomenon. That it may represent either like it could be a new category of object that is defined not by like a shared origin, but how it actually behaves. So basically, we don't know what the fuck it is. Okay. And it's an example of why radio astronomy is also important. See previous article. Anyway.
Hear previous story in the podcast.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so now these last two articles that I have for you,
yes.
I hope it works through streaming here. We'll see. One of them should work, but the other one I'm not so sure how it's going to work. Okay, but we are going to go to Mars. We're on Mars, and we are going to listen to what Mars sounds like on Mars, because the Perseverance rover has microphones.
It's just Gilbert Godfrey going, ah!
Does it speed up sound?
Well, it does. It is edited to make it so like we can like hear it because so Mars, the atmosphere of Mars is about 1% as dense as Earth, and so that alters the volume, speed, and characteristic of the sound. So things sound differently on Mars than they would sound here on Earth. And what they discovered was that Mars is so fucking silent.
Yes, take me to there.
That there was a time when the rover team thought the mics had actually stopped working.
Wow.
So Mars's air, it's very thin. It's mostly mostly made of carbon dioxide, which also affects the behavior of sound waves. So on Earth, sound travels at roughly 767 miles per hour. On Mars, the deeper pitches move at about 537 miles per hour, and the higher ones go a bit faster at 559 miles per hour. And it also causes sound to drop off quickly. So, like, sound that could be heard like 200 feet away here on Earth can only be heard about 30 feet away on Mars. And then higher pitch tones have a shorter range. So, here we go. Okay.
Which is also true here on Earth.
We're going to see if this works. I'm not sure if we'll hear it through our headphones, but we'll see. So, if this works. It might take a minute for... Yeah, okay. I think it's going to take a minute for the sound to actually start, or I have to, like, start it again. Okay, there we go. Oh, hold on.
Well, I heard something.
Yeah, I fucked it up.
Don't just press buttons.
I know, I should have stopped pressing. Oh, damn it, I fucked it up again. Okay, hold on. I'm just going to, like, stop touching the button.
That's what I told you. All right.
Okay, there we go. Thank you. I'm just patient. Again. Okay, hold on.
I'm trying to listen.
Oh, you have to share your audio with Teams.
Oh, Brandon can't hear it.
Oh, I'm like trying to listen to it on this.
Oh, yeah, no. It did play through our headphones, so...
No, I do this on the... I have the same recording. I stick it on the Dome all the time, so I've heard this quite a few times. Okay. It's excellent.
Here's another one.
Oh, that's a low rumble. What's so crazy is you're listening to another planet.
Yeah, we're listening just to ambient Mars.
And it's not like when you take wavelengths of different lights and somehow put it into sound. It's actually just the sound.
Yeah. And this last one is Ingenuity. This is the so you're hearing the helicopter.
Oh, okay.
This is what the helicopter is sounding like.
That's cool. That's cool. That's cool, actually.
Did you hear that? No.
We're listening to a helicopter on Mars. Ambient Mars. Katie says Ambient Mars is a great band name. I agree.
That's solid.
That is solid. All right, so those were some sounds on Mars, which I thought was.
But to be fair though, they are processed so that you can.
They are processed so you can hear it, yeah. But to be someplace, I guess the only equivalent would be to do a sound, one of those sound baths, or not sound bath, where you go in the room, noise deprivation, sensory deprivation, deprivation. Not a sound bath. That's the opposite. All right, my last story, which I thought was neat, is that we now have the ability to take the highest resolution images of the sun through a new adaptive optics method. And so basically, scientists from the U.S. National Science Foundation, National Solar Observatory, and the New Jersey Institute of Technology, they produce the finest images of the sun's corona to date. This method removes blur from images caused by Earth's atmosphere, pesky atmosphere. Yeah, this is why we like to send telescopes into space, because no atmosphere.
To the moon.
Right, but also if you see an observatory that has a laser shooting out of it, they're trying to remove that atmosphere.
Oh, that's fun. It's kind of like, it kind of gives me the reminder of or it makes me feel like when you're using your phone to take a picture and things are a little bit blurry or
right.
Because you just have a little smudge on your lens. Right. That's our atmosphere. Our atmosphere is the smudge on our lens of our telescopes.
Oh, yeah, that's a good, yep.
Frighteningly thin smudge.
Yes. So they found a way to assist with that. It's the GST system. Kona uses a mirror that continuously reshapes itself 2,200 times per second to counteract the image degradation caused by turbulent air. So you got a mirror just constantly warping itself to give you some beautiful imagery of the sun. In fact, here's a picture of basically a prominence on the sun in very fine detail. The key there is 5,000 kilometers. What's that in?
3,000 miles.
3,000 miles.
Yeah, something around there.
So,
ooh, pretty.
And here are some videos. This is this is coronal rain.
That is so cool.
So this is just plasma that is raining back down onto the surface, in quotes, of the sun. Is caused by the magnetic field lines.
Oh, that's so cool.
Is that amazing? Okay, so here's...
It's like the Elden Beast.
Here's a prominence on the sun's surface.
That's so cool.
Sun is so hot right now, Ron. It's real hot. It's the hottest thing in the solar system, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this last one here is of a
that's wild.
What did it call it? It was like basically this plasma blob.
That's
in this little box here.
Plasma blob.
I can't remember what it was called in the thing. I did write it.
I think that's pretty official.
So
but you can just watch it kind of be manipulated around in kind of the turbulent nature of our sun's atmosphere, so to speak.
It's like the largest lava lamp in existence.
It is. Oh, I went back. I didn't loop that video apparently. Oh, there's Mars. There's the sound of Mars with the sun. It fits. It fits really nicely, actually.
I mean, that works pretty
Just
spot
pretend. Okay. Anyway. So, yeah, I thought that was, like, amazing. When I first saw those pictures, first of all, because they were, like, pink and purple, and I was like, wait a minute, what is this? And I was like, this would look amazing on a dome. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, holy shit. After I read the article, and I was like, just how fine that resolution is for it. I was like, wow, it's amazing. That's our sun. It's just a big mass
so proud of our son.
Superheated gas.
He's doing great. He's doing great.
It's doing great.
Did it.
You keep on doing it, son. You know.
It did it.
For as long as you can. You
Please.
can do it. Yeah. I mean, you know.
Well, or tomorrow, one of the two.
Which I thought was a nice note to end on, because our CwC book club, inaugural book club episode time, whatever book, is Chasing the Sun by Richard Cohen. I've started reading it. Mike started reading it. Have you started reading it, Brandon?
I've started reading it.
You've not started reading it?
The foreword was fantastic.
In fact, so I was telling Mike that there was like this article.
Who wrote the foreword?
It was actually, so that's a trick question. It's not a single person. It's actually a team of people that collaborated on the foreword. It was a Soho group.
I was telling Mike that I had found this article that wasn't astronomy. It was an archaeology article about this new observatory that had been discovered in Egypt. An ancient Egyptian observatory. And I was like, oh, I was going to highlight it in High in the Sky because it would connect to Chasing the Sun. So I went and I Googled it, and it turns out the article is actually from 2024. It wasn't a recent article. But this huge observatory that's like...
But you found it.
I found it was like 800 feet... at least in width, and there was all these depictions of the sun and planets, and it had like depictions that was basically like a solar calendar and all this stuff inside. It was basically a temple, an observatory to the sun, and I would just thinking of the book that we're reading, and that it does talk. It's, you know, how the sun has been so integrated into every culture and aspect of human life that we have. So I thought that was interesting, kind of, and really cool example of that. So
when are we discussing this?
We're going to discuss it during the hangover of our August High in the Sky.
So 2
episodes.
High in the Skies from now.
Yes, 2 High in the Skies from now. So it gives plenty of time for Brandon to start reading it.
Finish the forward.
Yes, and then anybody who wants to check it out and read it as well.
You got 2 months, 60 days.
And then we will talk about our thoughts and whatever people talk about in book clubs, because I don't know. Never been in a book club. I don't listen to things about book clubs.
Book clubs are the best.
So Brandon, you then get to head the book club episode, or a partial, hangover, and guide us.
Happy to.
On how to discuss this book. But anyway, that's our show for you today. Our High in the Sky for June 2025. Of course, follow us on all the things. Cosmos with Cosmos, at Drinking Cosmos on Twitter. Cosmos everywhere else.
Give us thumbs up.
Yeah,
on
like us. Check out The Shot every other Wednesday on our YouTube channel and on Spotify, where you get your podcasts.
Tell your friends.
And look at the night sky and support your local museums and planetariums and observatories and all the things that make life worth living. Thanks, guys.
And resist. Cheers.
We'll see you
in 2 weeks.
Bye.
If you're with us now, stick around. We have The Hangover coming at you. Pew pew. Pew pew. We'll be right back. Oh, whoops. Well,
Well, it turns out it's okay.
we were ready, and then Brandon
Back.
and then Brandon went away. I said ready, and then you went away.
He can't hear you.
I hear you.
Left the scene right as we're starting. That's how we roll. So welcome to The Hangover, everybody. The main episode to this hangover was the High in the Sky for June 2025, where we talked about the night sky and some cool astronomy news that you should check out if you haven't watched the main episode or listen to the main episode or whatever. Push normal buttons. You know, and I thought I made a layout on the Stream Deck where it would make sense. The buttons would make sense to me, and I still
They don't.
mess them up. Anyway, Ron had asked in chat about doing a coop cast, and do people want to just see chickens, or should he do some kind of show with the chickens? And I think, Ron, that like you should just do chickens, and then occasionally you do a show with the chickens, where you talk about the chickens, or how to have chickens, or just fun things that chickens have done.
So technically, the answer is yes.
So yeah,
just yes.
So it's just a mix of it. There's a sanctuary that Katie and Katie loves it and turned me onto it on YouTube and Twitch called Alveus Sanctuary, and it's just like a live feed of the sanctuary and the animal cameras, but then there's occasionally like informational stuff that they do, little presentations about the animals, or
they're a big fan of our
it's
podcast.
Fun. It's fun.
Huge fan.
I'm just talking about where people can go see some cool stuff. Coopcast Q&A. Like, what's your which is your favorite chicken? Can you say? Ooh, shh, we won't tell the other chickens who your favorite chicken is. Mr.
Unless
Frodo.
you're too chicken.
You should dress Mr. Frodo up like a chicken.
I don't know how he would respond to having clothes on him.
That's true. Probably not well.
I think we ought to try it.
He looks so cute, though.
Oh, no. So I want to put a scene like underwater on the dome and get like snorkel and goggles on him and take pictures. I have a whole bunch of these ideas, but I need to get him used to it first.
Yes, you just like lay the clothes out and put like treats on them.
Yeah. He's not going to like the goggles, but he might.
He's not going to like anything.
Just slowly and surely.
He's a little temperamental boy.
Meanwhile, I had an idea for a Planetarium show kind of thing, or like I don't know if it's a show or like just a little thing you do that could be fun. But in the main show, we had some sounds on Mars, and then we showed some video of new resolution of the sun, and I accidentally played the sounds on Mars with the sun video, which sounded cool and like it fit. And so the concept is like you play sounds and have people try to guess what that sound belongs to. Is it a sound on Mars, the sun? Play whatever they have sounds of, like a supernova or whatever, or neutron stars. People kind of guess what they think that sound belongs to in space, and then you talk a little bit more about what that shit is that the sound came from. I don't know.
That's a fun one.
Right? That could be a fun little educational. I don't know. I see school groups are liking it. Kids liking it a lot. Teenagers would hate it, but it's fine. They hate everything. Ron says they have a little rooster and he's all black, very cute and cuddly, and probably his favorite right now. Oh,
but you're not supposed to have favorites, or at least don't tell them.
We won't tell the chickens. We won't tell them.
Oh, I have a favorite child.
Oh, we know.
Is it Jackie?
It's always Jack.
It's any of the children. Yeah, it's Jack.
Always
Jack. Jack is the answer for it all.
Yeah.
Jackie's always the favorite. Jackie is the little dog of the night sky.
But he thinks he's the big dog.
He thinks he's the big dog of the night sky.
He's a Napoleon dog.
He does. He is we could have named him Napoleon 46. Call back to the first show.
Completely could have. Oh my God, he is such a Napoleon complex.
I like to. One of his nicknames is Macho Man Jackie Savage.
That's so good. I just have. What good nicknames do I have? I have Meth Raccoon.
Meth Raccoon. All right.
Devourer of Souls. Yeah. I don't know.
Alea's an adorable nightmare.
Nothing but limbs.
Nothing but limbs. She's
Oh,
the
and
NBL.
And the gas giant.
Oh my god, she is a gas
God,
giant.
that's what she is.
Oh my god, just full of Uranus, this one. Full of methane, this one.
Yeah. Yeah, Jack just wants to play. That's all he wants to do. But his barks sound like
He's just leash reactive. When he's off leash, he's a fun boy. And he hurts himself playing too hard with Mira, my mom's puppy. They go hard. They go hard when they're together. And now Jack ends up in a limp. He ends up limping for 2 days after going hard with Mira, with a 2-year-old puppy.
Yeah.
Mira and Frodo have played pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
Because Frodo's 4 months away from being 2.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. They'll definitely have good energy together.
How old is Mira?
2.
Is Mira 2 or like approaching 2?
Well, we'll find out when my mom, because there's a delay. So we'll find out from my mom how old exactly Mira is. But I believe she's already 2. Because I think she turned 2 in December.
See, I thought Mira turned 1.
No. Time. Check out our episode on time.
Take a drink.
So we were playing and this is the Hangover where we don't talk anything about space and we just talk about what's going on.
That's okay, it's for the best rating.
Elden Ring Night Rain has come out, and so the Fellowship has gotten the crew together of ourselves to play it, and we're constantly dying. However, we were playing it, and Mike was like, "Wait a minute, have we been playing for like 4 hours?"
4 hours?
And it was like, "Holy shit!"
It's been
What?
4 hours.
I thought we just started.
Brandon's like, "Wait a minute, I just put the clothes in the dryer, and now they're done." I was like,
like 3 hours ago.
He's like, "It was 32 minutes ago," and I was like, "What? It hasn't been 32 minutes."
Yeah,
It was, yeah.
It's a time sucker for sure.
It was definitely, I could not believe that much time had passed, but it's fun, so I recommend. If you
It's
like
fast
that.
paced.
It's very fast. It's very hard. It's very hard. It's very hard.
It's very hard. You get to beat the first level, basically.
Yeah, we're still. Mira was 2 in December.
Yeah.
I was right. I was right. Yay.
Jack thinks he's 2.
He does, and he'll get more play with Mira next weekend this episode, The Hangover won't go up. Never mind, it goes up way later. But he'll get this upcoming weekend from when we're recording this, because we're gonna go see a live podcast.
Yeah.
The podcast, The Dollop.
We're just advertising all kinds of people.
I mean, whatever. Who cares? We're not gonna. I mean, no one's gonna pay us for shit. So.
Free advertising.
We'll promote the fun stuff. Maybe they'll hear about us promoting them and be like, "Come on."
I cannot wait to hear what story they tell about Oregon.
Yeah, that should be fun.
Bigfoot.
Is it?
It could be a Bigfoot thing.
It could be Bigfoot.
We're gonna have the Bigfoot festival here in a month.
It could be that crazy cult that was in northeastern.
Oh, that's right.
Oregon.
Yeah.
But they might do that for Portland. I don't know.
Yeah, Dollop is a good pod. Ron.
We just listened to the 3 Pete Roses.
That
guy's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Yep. I haven't heard the episodes, but I know.
Yeah.
Well, he's dead now.
Yeah. The Big Red Machine, though, of the 70s. Johnny Bench.
Oh, yeah.
And
Johnny
Pete
Bench
Rose.
and Joe Morgan.
Yeah. Johnny Bench is still alive, though, right?
Yeah, he is.
I did a book report on Johnny Bench.
Let me make sure that Johnny Bench is still alive.
I don't know who these people are.
He was a catcher for the Reds. And then Pete Rose was just a piece of shit for the Reds.
Thank God he's still alive.
Yeah, and then Marge Schott, piece of shit for the Reds. Racist as hell. Jesus Christ.
I really enjoy the pastimes that they do because I really like the
Those
old
stories
newspapers
are crazy
and stuff, and it makes me wonder. I was like, I mean, we did get our idea for the shot from the Dollop doing the Smollops. So then I was like, ooh, are there like old like astronomy articles or papers that we could like read parts of that would just be we're just gonna copy the Dollop. We copied Drunk History and now
I got some old books we could do.
Well, of course you do, and you have legitimately old newspapers as well.
Mr. Frodo just
That
came
cannot be touched.
running out of your bedroom.
He's
And
having a
I'm
fun
like,
I know.
time.
He's on a tear right now.
On like a terror or a fun tear?
Yes.
Okay. Indiana, our cat, will get the zooms, and he goes.
funny.
It's real funny because he goes manic, and he looks like this crazed, like a monster, and he like just jumps with all like legs spread out, and his teeth are out, and he's like ah, and
And he
just
runs
jumps around.
sideways.
And he runs sideways.
He's like a little crab.
He's just. In fact, Mike made him jump yesterday when he opened his soda.
Mountain Dew.
He opened his Mountain Dew, and then the made him just totally like almost jump off the couch. Like he was like, "Whoa!"
And my favorite videos are cat videos.
Yeah, so he just lost it.
When
It was
cat
just-
when the cat sees a cucumber, freaks
Yeah.
out.
We haven't tried that.
We haven't tried that. We should try that.
Apparently, it's not good though. Like it's kind of terrorizing for the cats.
We should try that.
We pay your health care. We will scare you as much as we want.
Yeah, we feed you guys and deal with your cat throw up.
And occasionally clothe them. Occasionally.
Oh, we need.
Although
to do that to
sometimes
Indy.
it is for
We haven't
our
done
own
it-
amusement.
We have not done that to Indy yet.
We have not tried to put any clothes on Indiana yet. He
So-
needs at least a whip and a hat. And a vest. In fact, Frodo would actually dress up really nicely as an Indiana Jones. He'd dress up nicely as anything. He'd be adorable.
Oh yeah, he's getting groomed when I get back, and he's gonna really look very dapper, and that'll be a good time to dress him up.
Oh my god, the dapper gentleman. Ron,
When he's groomed, he's dapper for
Ron,
sure.
do you dress up your chickens? Have you ever dressed up one of your chickens? And is that even possible? Would they tolerate it? I don't know.
If I gotta see this.
Would you dress up a chicken? You'd want to dress up a chicken, maybe. I would want to dress up a chicken.
Yeah, he has. He has.
Ah!
Oh, you have pictures.
Oh,
and more
that's
importantly,
great.
do you have video of this?
What did you dress the chicken up as? That's what I want to know. I just need to get a visual of the chicken.
Colonel Sanders.
Oh no! Although that would be pretty tongue in cheek. Pretty tongue in cheek.
Oh my God, yeah. The things we did to animals, and they just let us sometimes.
Sometimes.
Well, I don't know if they let us. I don't know if they have a little hats.
Little hats.
Oh god, chickens in little hats, like a chicken in a little top hat, chicken in a little fedora,
If you got pictures, you got
a chicken in a little fez,
little fez hat.
a chicken in a little,
Yeah, I like that
chicken in a little cowboy hat. I'm just naming all the hats that I know at this point. A chicken in a little the like poet hat thing, beret.
Oh, but put like a little French mustache,
Little mustache
and
on
like a little cigarette coming out, and
And the
they're
back
like,
out on top.
I am le chicken.
oh, I'm an autiste.
Wait, is chicken and flange just like cordon? Is it cordon bleu, like after chicken?
No, isn't that like ham? No, like cordon bleu.
Yeah,
That is, you do put like ham on chicken,
yeah.
and like some sort of cheese. Is it blue cheese?
This is what we yes, try hats again for the Coopcast.
Yeah, and let us know, because what we should do is when we don't have an idea for an episode, we then work with Ron and we do a Coopcast for that whole episode.
We don't know how to talk about. We don't know what to talk about space today. Let's talk about
Space chickens.
Space chickens.
No, but then we actually could, while chickens are in the background, we're just like hanging with Ron, having a conversation
And
about,
you lay
about
eggs
the
in
universe.
space.
Yeah. Coopcast gold. Yes.
Well, you can lay an egg in space; it would just kind of float away.
Well, but
Maybe.
if you were in space developing that egg might come out a little
Yeah.
not correct because you don't have the same conditions as Earth. Eggs are Earth based.
Well, inside the chicken, it's still the same.
But no, because the chicken's experiencing different stuff.
Not on the inside, or it would explode.
Well,
Gravity, radiation, all this stuff.
Like a little chicken with like
maybe
a
it
little
would be
helmet.
like developing with lower bone mass
Lower
because
gravity.
Lower gravity because
Hey.
the astro. Speaking of Indiana
Indiana
Jones,
just walked
he's
through.
wandered in here. That's a rare sighting.
He's a planete.
Come here,
Oh, we might get Indiana.
come on, meow.
Oh, we got Indiana.
We got one.
Meow, meow, meow,
Is this the first time?
meow, meow, meow,
Second.
Oh, it's the
Second
second
time.
time.
meow, 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 meow. Are you being adventurous? Are you lonely? Do you want to be loved? You just checking stuff out?
Are you gonna rub the microphone?
The intrepid Indiana Jones. The only issue we're dealing with him is him eating. Don't drink my alcohol. Is him eating blankets.
Oh God.
Pieces of fabric.
Frodo does that.
Does he digest the blanket?
Did I show you the picture of his head through the hole of the blanket?
Oh no!
So every morning and every evening after he gets fed, he always gets zoomies. He always gets zoomies directly after feeding.
Yes.
And the zoomies manifest themselves by jumping on the bed and putting his head down and getting zoomies all over the bed, kicking pillows off, kicking blankets off. Well, he was doing that one day, and he put his head through the hole he threw the blanket in, and he just looked up at me. I grabbed the picture. I was like, oh, dear Lord.
Oh, we've not seen that picture. Indy has left similar holes in blankets.
Yeah,
and one of my flannels.
Picture.
Oh, no, it was Katie.
Katie.
He ate a hole in Katie's sweater that...
No.
It's not Katie one that she wears anymore. It's basically one that Poe lays on. So
Pose.
It's Poe's. So it's not like a big... horrible thing that's happened, but yeah, he chewed a little hole through
The
it.
funniest and most ironic comment come out of that whole discussion on the family chat was my sweet and innocent Poe, who is neither sweet nor innocent.
Oh, she's sweet. She's sweet as she plots all of our demises.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Oh, but it's so cute though because Indy really tries to. He just follows her around and
we
just tries to be friends.
should remake Pinky and the Brain.
With Poe and Indiana. And Indy is 100% Pinky.
Brain. No, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Pinky.
Poe's brain.
Poe's the brain.
She's constantly trying to take over the world. Yeah. And then Indy's just like, nah.
What you want to do tonight, brain?
As he's chewing on a corner of blanket. She is sweet on her own terms. She's let me love on her a lot more than she has in the past, so I'm coming around.
See, I thought Katie and Adam had already moved on to D&D.
Oh, you're just like, oh, they're gone now.
I can talk
they're
about
gone now.
Poe.
Let's talk about Poe, and they'll never know.
No, but it is actually, it's a big event when you can go up and pet Poe.
It is. It is a big event. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm petting her. She let me pet her. It's definitely something that we just announce. We're like, it's happened.
It is true. We announced that it has happened. No, Poe's a pretty cat.
Bubby.
She is a pretty cat. She's the fastest cat in the West.
Fastest cat in the West?
Fastest cat in the West.
Poe?
Yeah, have you seen her zoom? She's got a pretty good scooch.
I have not ever.
Meanwhile, Indiana runs with
Poe
all
zooms?
legs just like topsy-turvy in the air.
Poe zooms?
Oh yeah, I've seen her zoom.
I have never seen Poe zoom.
She goes...
Leia must have done something over there because she came running over here.
Oh, she was licking and then something... Did you say her name?
No. When she came over here.
It's because we're talking about cats. And we've talked about Jack, and we haven't talked about Leia that much other than complaining about her being very gassy. So she's feeling a little left out. I know, she was... Oh, she was playing with a ball. Yes, I got these like balls that I guess are supposed to go inside of a toy. I didn't know that. I just got the balls because I thought that would be fun. They're like tiny little foam balls, and so I'll roll them. And Indiana likes to chase the ball. He doesn't bring it back.
Chases them sideways,
but
and
not always sideways. But yeah, and so Poe was having fun playing with one of the balls that I brought on our family visit. And so since I have 3, I gave one to Poe so she could have it. So I'm glad she was playing with it. That's good. Anything to keep them entertained. God, they take so much energy. I was running back and forth down the hallway with Indy earlier with a toy, just trying to get some energy out of him.
I chased Indy earlier. Indy was terrorizing Winter, so I decided to terrorize Indy. Okay. And so I chased him. All through the house.
And did his run? Did he do that fun
Nope,
run?
it was not a sideways run. It was a very straight run to get away from me.
He's like, no.
All right. What are you doing later on today? Are we watching Contact?
No. Which if you hear the name The Star of Vega, you think of Contact. Is what I learned I'm supposed to do.
Yep.
You know, all right, so Brandon's going to
Prague.
Yeah. On assignment for a week and a half.
Oh, yeah.
And will not be playing Elden Ring.
I'm so
Night Rain.
annoyed.
But But as we discovered, it is you get paired up with somebody.
Yeah, we tried to do a play just ourselves, and we made the password just for 2 people, and then we were paired with somebody random.
We can't even.
And then we both panicked trying to exit the game.
And we just left.
And then it said something about incurring a penalty, and I was like,
whatever.
I don't know what that means.
What penalty?
And then we just played a solo together, but solo, and just died repeatedly.
I never got out of day 1.
I never got out of day 1.
But at least you can get new relics that way.
Yes, I was getting a lot of relics, so I figured, okay, this is beneficial, and it's kind of fun to get used to playing, or, just, I don't know, fucking around.
You know what I need to do, though? I think what I need to do with Night Rain is I just need to slow down. I don't mean, like, going through the space.
But you panic.
Mentally, yeah.
Mentally, I need to slow down.
Yeah.
Get into the world, immediately look at my map.
Yeah.
Place some markers.
Yeah. You can only do one at a time, I think.
What?
I think you can only do one at a time. But there's actually some marker commands where you can place it on items or stuff for other people. And
Right. But the point is, though, is that I slow down.
Yeah.
And, slow the game down in my brain, in my mind, do what I want to do. And then,
and then die.
Approach the game that way. Yeah, I mean, if it ends up happening that way, but I think that's what I need to do. I like it. I like it. It's frustrating because all I do is die, but I do like it. It's very fast paced.
It is very fast paced.
And for an old man like me, I can't keep up. Can't keep up.
You can keep up.
I'm a slow guy now.
Mr. Frodo. Oh my gosh, look at him.
God,
he's a perfect little angel.
He just wants to play. You're going to have to take him out and play.
That energy.
Oh, I know. We got ball time soon.
All right, so should we let Brandon have ball time?
Yeah, I guess we're just shooting the shit, really, in this hangover. There's nothing important to really talk about. I mean, we could talk about the, fall of, the United States Constitution and Western society in our country, and how we're, I never want to read the Handmaid's Tale and all that good fun stuff.
No, I do want to read it. I want to watch the show, but when you're watching it in real time, no, never mind. I was gonna say based on something I watched, but I'm not gonna.
Or we can all just look at the sun and imagine what it sounds like on Mars from looking at the sun, or watch.
Yeah, and while it's doing that though, because of the purples, makes me think, Pride Month.
Oh, look at that!
Yeah,
the sun is celebrating Pride.
Yeah, so it'd be great, like if we could add like a blue, because it's already got like the purples and pinks. Add like a blue background, turn the white into to blue, but
well, it's not a binary star. Yes.
Oh. Yeah. Oh my God. All right. Yeah. So I did have a comment. I'm not gonna say it. But all right. No. But all right. So it is Pride Month. Please, there are a lot of marginalized communities out there, and please just recognize them. See that they exist. The trans community is going through a lot. They always go through a lot, but just support them.
I don't know. Maybe we should just support diversity, equity, and inclusion. Oh shit!
Oh shit! Our podcast was just shut down. Oh, what we ought to do is is just you say that and then it just goes black.
Fire the energy.
Oh yeah, but no, it's Pride Month. Support marginalized communities. Support the LGBTQ.
Your fellow human beings.
IA plus community.
Your fellow human beings that share this planet with you.
Don't be a dick. is really what it is.
Like my bumper sticker says on my car, don't be shitty.
Your bumper sticker says?
Yeah,
What?
I got a bumper sticker on my window. It says don't be shitty, and it has a rainbow. It says don't be shitty.
Oh, I missed the shitty part.
I got it in Bend at our favorite liquor store.
Yeah, Third Street. They follow us on the podcast.
No. Anyway.
Well, they might. You don't know what they do.
That's true. Anyway,
just don't be a dick. Don't be shitty.
Don't be shitty. And follow us on all the things. You know, check us out on YouTube, on Spotify's, on...
Like us.
I guess we're on other podcast platforms. I don't know. But, you know, hang out with us. Give us your thoughts, your feels. Read our book club, our first inaugural book club book, which is Chasing the Sun by Richard Cohen. And support your fellow human beings, and especially during Pride Month, the LGBTQ plus community.
Yeah, it's we do have a lot of letters now, but
you know it's good to know. You know, hey, alphabet soup, it's good. We all like alphabet soup,
right? But you know the problem is like when it becomes a joke though.
Yes.
Once you start adding
like the one
all
I just did
letters.
where I said LGBTQ plus like that kind of jokes. Yeah. Anyway, on that note, support everybody. Thanks for joining us on this hangover, and we will see you next time with a topic to be determined in a couple weeks.
Happy Pride, everybody. Cheers.
Bye, everybody. Bye. I'm closing it out. We're ending it. I'm pressing the button.
You need a button for
this.
this.
I can't have a button for it.
Why
anyway,
can't you have a button?
Goodbye.
Bye. Cheers.
Bye.